everybody. I'm BJ Flagg.
And I'm Rich G. And this is episode 285, How to Handle Bad Comments on Social Media.
Oh, yeah. This is the show everybody's been waiting for.
Oh, a lot of my clients heard this topic and they're like, oh my God, I got to
I
listen.
totally get, yeah. Yeah, help me here. Help me. Nobody wants to find complaints in their business on Yelp, Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, whatever. They just don't want to find them unless you feel you're perfect. Then you will find nothing. You aren't going to have a problem. But we're not perfect.
And because some social networks make it easy for people to set up those pesky fake profiles,
yes.
The anonymity, that's a hard word, that people can achieve on the internet makes some people more comfortable with losing all sense of decency, respect, and good manners.
Exactly. So what's the best way to deal with these negative comments that pop up or, occasionally?
Well, I don't know, BJ. What do you think?
I got a couple. We get it all the time because clients will call us up 2 seconds after they get the complaint. I'm going to get on there right now and give them a piece of my mind. I am, and I just sit there silently going, uh-huh.
Yeah.
Uh-huh. Okay, so you're not doing anything right now. So I'm going to go into step number 1. Decide if taking action is worth it. Yeah, you actually have to decide this. Look at the message because you just looked at it once and you went reactive. So I need you to go back to it and check out where it's from. Who's the person? Do we have a recalcitrant person coming back and doing it again? And then really read the message. Because out of the 500 or so messages that you've gotten of support, oh, you're doing a great job. I can't believe, oh, I love this. You got one bad message. And that's the message that's staring in front of you that you got to work on. You may have to leave it up. And you're human. People get it. Every once in a while. And you know how much it'll stand out? Like, oh boy, that person had a bad day. Normal people, right? Well, look at it. Right, Rich?
Yeah, I had a on my Google reviews, I have 4.9 stars. Do you know why? Because I have one review from a person in China that I've never met or talked to. And I just left it up. Because anybody reading it, and it's not a review, it's just they gave me 1 star instead of 5 stars. So it brought my whole review, my star review down from 5 stars to 4.9.
Yeah. And you have to say to yourself, is the competition getting on there and dissing you? This is more common than you can imagine. Be proactive and report those messages right away. The platform will take them down immediately. They take them seriously because that deludes their program and they don't want that. They don't want their platform with that stuff on there. Do respond right away and give it some thought. So, we're going to take another action coming up here soon. And we don't want you to just sit idly by, but you need to plan your action. This is not the time to be reactive in any way.
Absolutely. Like I do. I get very reactive. And this leads into step 2, which I'm perfect to be talking about, is don't take it personally. Respond as your business owner.
Right.
Okay? To be honest, it's not personal, but it is your business, but you can't act that way.
Right.
I want you to put on your big business pants and remember that it's not a real reflection of your whole business. Okay. It's just a single interaction with one person. It's just one person complaining. Yeah. Also, don't act like a hothead. Our first inclination is to blow up and defend our territory. Come from the perspective that the customer is always right, like Stu Leonard. The customer is always right. Even if they're dead wrong in this instance, Giving them the benefit of the doubt will allow you to approach the issue with an open mind and a level head.
Yeah. I think this involves the 24-hour rule, but
Yeah.
you don't really want to wait 24 hours. But what I'm trying to say there is de-escalate.
Yeah, de-escalate.
Because you may have read it wrong. That's what I was trying to stress in step one. You may have read it wrong. They may have said, after trying this place a couple of times, I really needed to kind of just step back.
Yeah.
You know,
and maybe call BJ, your marketing person, or call Rich, your coach, and discuss it with them.
Right. Have a level head. I like that you said that. But step 3 is slip into the DMs. Yes, that's right. I want you to slip into the DMs. Talk directly to the person first. Yep. Go to the source and say, "Hi, customer service. How can I be of help?" Because I'm not kidding you. In a lot of times, these people don't remember what they did. They're having a bad day. They're commenting on everybody. They might not even know. But the biggest thing I need you to do is always respond and restate the complaint to remind them, because they need to hear how you heard it. So even if you rework the words or whatever, because you want to take obviously the tension out of the conversation and you want to bring it down to what the complaint is. So you may do a little editing there, which is fine.
Yeah, you're there to fix the problem. You can even say, I'm reaching out today because we want to fix this problem with you. We're here to listen, and we want to understand what's going on, and really being open to it.
Yeah, because that way they feel like they've been heard. You break down the concerns, you listen. It's a teachable moment for both you and them. We way early in my career, did some work for Burton Snowboards. They had just started out. They were an amazing group of people. And they said, anytime you hear a complaint, let's see if we can get that person in. They looked at it as research and development for free. Get the person in, have them talk to us about what they ran into. Was it, an idea with the edges? Was there a problem with how it snaps into the boot? What was the issue? They wanted to hear about it. So they were eager to talk to those people. And it always took the person off balance.
Yeah.
They came in, we had a beer, we talked about what the thing was, stuff like that. Might have snapped a photograph. It always was, thanks so much, just the way they handled themselves.
Yeah, you think about it, that I think the percentage is 1 or 2% of Amazon's business, people actually leave a review. The other 98, 99% never leave a review or anything. So when someone leaves a review or a complaint or something, they're going out of their way. There's some big impetus pushing them. Now, granted, like BJ mentioned before, there are those evil people out there that just want to bitch and moan about stuff.
Yeah.
But most people, if they're leaving a complaint or an area of concern, you should listen to them. Look at it like research and development.
Yeah, for sure. And now you're kind of at a crossroads about how to resolve the issue. So, Rich, you're going to bring this home because.
Yeah, you want to resolve the problem. That's it. All comes down to, don't just they're just complaining. Even if it costs you money, we're often just angry. It could be the customer, one of your people, or even a process that needs fixing, and they uncovered it for you. I have a great story I read many years ago. It was in the book In Search of Excellence, and it was about Stu Leonard, on how they used to have about once a quarter, when they would have big leadership team meetings, they would invite customers in. They'd stop a customer and say, can we have an hour of your time? We'll pay you $100. And the person would go, great. They'd bring them up and ask them, what do you like about the store? What don't you like about the store? And one day this woman said, You don't serve fresh fish. And they're like, well, what do you mean? Our fish is fresh. It comes right from the docks and we put it in plastic packages and it's all up here. And she goes, well, I'm used to seeing fresh fish on ice. And they're like, really? And so they went and built a whole area that had all the same fish that was in the packages on ice. And their seafood sales rose by 25%.
Oh,
because of that one comment. That was a blind spot that they never saw. So
Right.
just this action will make them feel heard. Break down the concerns and listen, because be prepared to fight the wrong monetarily. In the end, it will cost you a lot less to come to a financial agreement refund rather than a very angry and disgruntled customer spreading vitriol in your community with their friends and on Facebook and Yelp. It's easier just to give the refund or something.
Yeah. And I think that when you're looking at it from this perspective, you have to realize sometimes they just want to be heard.
Yeah.
Financially, no cost. Sometimes they got the product and you'll say, you know what, keep that one. We're going to send you a new one. Don't even worry about it. That's so good. And then you pack all your stickers and all your other fun stuff in the box and ship it off to them, because the idea is happy customer.
How many times have you ordered a pizza and you brought it home and it's the wrong pizza or it has a different topping? And you call the pizza place and they'll say, oh, we'll remake it for you. And you're like, I don't want to drive all the way back.
Right.
It's not that bad. And they go, okay, we'll put your name down on a list. And whenever you come in, just say that we owe you a free pizza and we'll see your name on the list. We'll cross it off. That's easy. They just like, we'll make you another pizza. No big deal.
Yeah. And for them, it's like, even if they fall on their sword and they say, I know, and Mrs. Smith picked up your pizza and the whole thing, holy cow, I got your name. Next time you come in, free pizza. Oh my gosh. Time now, go eat Mrs. Smith's pizza. To keep it light and airy, but still justify, that this is what happened. It's so important, and I think a lot of people don't realize, how do I deal with it, especially if it happens for the first time.
Yeah.
And that's when your feelings get hurt. Anyway, we have a fantastic resource for you. It's called A Complaint is a Gift: How to Learn from Critical Feedback and Recover Customer Loyalty. Janelle Barlow hits it out of the park with this one, right, Rich?
Yeah, we couldn't have picked a better book for our topic today.
This is such a good book. It takes customer complaints that are not annoyances to be dodged. She basically says what we've been talking about here, don't deny them, don't bury them under there. They're valuable pieces of feedback, not to mention they're your best bargain for market research. So start to really look at what's happening in those messages.
Yeah, with an efficient 3-step formula, Janelle has updated industry-specific complaint examples and added new concepts. And she, especially increasingly difficult customers, are a common occurrence now in the wake of leaving the COVID-19 pandemic. It's just risen dramatically.
Oh, for sure. And, just handling complaints don't have to be negative. Soul-crushing experience. That's what I love about her. The writing is so good. But she gives you the right tools to treat each person as a source of innovative ideas that can transform your business. So all good, Janelle. Love your book.
And that's it for this week. You can reach out to me at richg.com, and you can find BJ at newrenew.com.
Thanks to our producer, Richard Scalzo, the amazing.
Yeah, he is the best. Have an unbelievable weekend. Catch you later.